legend called Scryer, who I don't believe will be a new legend anytime soon, probably just a concept that they're working with, but I think he has the most unique abilities we've ever seen. So I want to talk about it to you guys and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Now we only have proper gameplay for the ultimate and we do kind of see the tactical, but we don't get to see the passive and tactical truly in action, but let's cover what they actually do. So let's just start with the passive, and it's a really weird concept that I don't actually know if it will actually be any good, but let me know what you think. Now the passive is called Spectator, and it says that you automatically optic haunt and spectate your killer, which means if you die, then instead of being able to spectate your teammates, you spectate the person who killed you. You probably still do have the option to spectate your teammates, I don't see why you wouldn't, but this sounds really powerful if you're in a duo or a trio, but if you're solo queuing, I mean, this is going to be absolutely useless because you spectate your killer anyway, you can't relay the info. But let's say you're not solo queuing and you're playing with someone you actually know and properly communicate with. If you get downed and then finished, you'll be able to spectate that person and basically give all the information to your teammate. You basically have hacks at that point and you can see everything they do. So it will be useful in those situations, but I don't know if they will eventually add this or if they'll scrap the idea. It depends on how the community kind of responds to it, I guess. So respond to it in the comments and let me know what you think. And then we have something even weirder. So the tactical is this little drone, this little parasite trap that you can throw out, and you actually have 4 charges of this, which is pretty cool. And you could throw them out, they just stay on the floor. They do flash as well, so obviously people can see them, but if you put it around a corner or behind a door or something, catch them off guard. But it looks like when someone walks over it, it will reveal their vision. When they walk over it, you'll be able to see what they see. But how will this work? Will it be an option to toggle to what they see? And if you toggle to what they see, can you move? Like, does it appear in a little window? Or do you have to stand completely still and kind of relay the info to your teammates? I don't really know. It probably will be the case that if they walk over it, you can click a button, maybe hold the tactical button or something, I don't know, and it will let you go into their vision for a certain amount of time and see where they are, so you can see where, if they're running up on you or anything like that. So it sounds really interesting. Again, a really kind of weird mechanic. It will probably be a lot of fun to play with at first. And then we have the ultimate, which I think is pretty cool. This is basically a Viper wall from Valorant. And basically, as you can see, he puts up this huge creeping wall of darkness that blocks sight and it blinds enemies. So if you're within it, your screen will probably go really foggy and it'll be really difficult to see. But the only problem with this is there's so many scan legends that let's say you throw this up so that you can have some cover and run behind it, if you want to move position or if you want to rush someone. If they have a bloodhound, they could just scan you and the entire thing is, it's game over. Or they could throw a seer ultimate, anything like that. And yeah, you're just done for. But obviously, you're not always going to be fighting bloodhounds and seers, so to be fair, it definitely does look like a pretty powerful ultimate because it makes such a huge wall. You could do a lot behind that, and it could be the difference between life and death for you and your teammates. So there you go, Scryer looks like a very interesting legend. Also, the image that we can see does look really cool. It looks like he has this sort of broken eye or this sort of glowing mechanical eye of some sort, which does all add up to his kit. Maybe the way that he sees people's vision is he uploads something into their brain and he can see it through his magical eye. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's technology, maybe it's some kind of sorcery, who knows. Definitely an interesting legend, but I want to hear your feedback because it's such a weird ability.